Football has the same 17 laws since 1863, but in 2026, FIFA changed 9 of them, and these changes will create more drama than any tournament has seen in decades. Here is exactly what is different. The first change is about speed. Time wasting is dead. The referee now carries a visual countdown timer on their hand. If a goalkeeper takes too long with a goal kick, the referee counts down 5 seconds. If the ball is not in play by then, the opposing team gets a corner kick instead. This sounds small. It is not. Goalkeepers have always had time to breathe. Now, they do not. They must choose. Kick quickly or concede a corner. The same rule applies to throw-ins. A player standing on the sideline with the ball has 5 seconds. The referee holds up their hand and counts down, 1 finger for each second. When the hand closes into a fist, either the ball is in play or the other team gets possession. This changes throw-in strategy completely. Teams cannot use throw-ins to waste time anymore. Substitutions now have a time limit. When a player is replaced, they have 10 seconds to walk off the pitch. 10 seconds. Not 30, not however long they feel like it. The fourth official shows the number on a board. The player has 10 seconds to find the nearest exit. If they take longer, they must still leave, but the substitute cannot enter for 1 full minute. Your team plays with 10 men for 60 seconds. This is punishment for time wasting. Teams will start enforcing their own substitution speed. Now let us talk about VAR. The system expanded dramatically. In 2022, VAR could only review clear red card decisions. In 2026, VAR can also review second yellow cards. If a player receives 2 cautions and it was clearly wrong, VAR now intervenes. This is significant because second yellow cards are often subjective. A contact that looks like a foul to one referee looks like fair play to another. Now, there is a safety net. VAR also now reviews corner kicks, but here's the rule. VAR can only intervene if the decision is wrong and the correction happens immediately. No long delays. If the review takes more than 30 seconds, the corner stands. This is important because VAR exists to fix clear mistakes, not to create new arguments. Another VAR change is about fouls before set pieces. In 2022, a player could commit a foul 1 second before a corner kick, the corner is taken, and a goal is scored. VAR could not review it because the foul happened before play restarted. In 2026, that loophole is closed. A defender pushes an attacker in the box before a corner kick, and then a goal is scored from that corner. VAR reviews the foul. If it was a clear penalty, the penalty is awarded. If it was a clear foul during play, the corner is retaken. No more hidden fouls. Now let us talk about offside. The technology got smarter. Instant audio alerts now go directly to the assistant referee on the field, not to the VAR booth, not to the referee in the center, to the assistant ref. The system now detects if a player is offside by more than 10 centimeters. Less than 10 centimeters, and it stays on. But more than 10 centimeters of daylight between the player and the last defender, the assistant referee hears a beep. They flag. Game stops. This removes delays. The machine did the work. The human just confirmed. The offside technology also uses 3-dimensional body scans. Every player at the World Cup had their body scanned before the tournament, a digital avatar created. So when offside is being judged, the system knows the exact position of each limb, not just where the player is standing, where their arm is, where their leg is. This is precision. This is why offside decisions are now faster. Here is a rule that will shock you. Players who cover their mouth with their hand during confrontations now receive a red card, a straight red. Not a yellow, red. Why? Because FIFA believes covering your mouth hides racist or abusive language. If you have something to say it with your face visible. If you will not, you are immediately sent off. This comes from a Champions League incident where Benfica's player covered his mouth during a dispute with Real Madrid's Vinicius Jr. The assumption was racist language being hidden. Now, it is banned at the World Cup. Defender pushes an attacker in the box before a corner. Injured players must now leave the pitch for 1 full minute if they require medical treatment. This stops the embellishment. In 2022, a player would go down, get treatment, stay on, and continue playing 5 seconds later. In 2026, you go down, You leave for 60 seconds minimum. This might seem harsh, but it encourages players to stay on their feet unless they are genuinely injured. Fake injuries will cost your team. Players who abandon the pitch to protest a referee decision receive a red card. This rule comes from the 2026 African Cup of Nations. Senegal's players walked off the pitch in protest of a penalty decision. In 2026, that gets you sent off. One less player for the entire game. Respect the referee. Disagree all you want, but stay on the pitch. Now the cooling breaks. Every match, no matter the weather or the stadium, gets a 3-minute hydration break at the 22-minute mark of each half, and again at the 67-minute mark. This effectively turns 90 minutes into 4 quarters of roughly 20 minutes each. This is radical. American football does this. Basketball does this. But football has never done this. Players drink, cool down, return. The ball is stopped for 3 minutes. In a tournament across 3 countries with extreme climates, this is necessary, but it also breaks the flow of the game in a way football has never experienced. Now here's the thing about all these rules. They were designed with one goal: speed up the game, reduce time wasting, make matches more exciting, but they also create new situations, new drama, new controversies. An offside player will now know they are offside because they heard a beep. Will they argue? A goalkeeper will rush a goal kick and concede a corner. Will they protest? A player covers their mouth and gets sent off. Will teams accept that? These rules do not just change the game. They change how players think about the game, what they can get away with, what they cannot. And that is what makes the 2026 World Cup different. Not just the rules, but how players adapt to them. Whether they embrace the speed or rebel against it. Whether they accept that football is changing or fight to preserve the old way. FIFA has made a choice. Keep the game moving. Eliminate delays. Punish time wasting, protect the integrity of decisions with technology. Whether you like it or not, that is what the 2026 World Cup is built on. You are welcome.